Okay, so now we're back with Dave and we're going to talk about what's coming in the future for Dropzone Commander. So what can you tell us?
Well, there's obviously the other famous commanders which are in the book. They'll be coming out later in the year, but you know what they're going to be already. Here we've got some new infantry codes being worked on. Patrice is actually designing these. This is the first time that I've not designed a unit. I'm creative director on this, so I'm kind of giving Patrice ideas and saying which ones I like, which ones I don't, and giving him some ideas. But ultimately, it's Patrice who's doing the design work. He's fantastic at biologics and figures and people, and it's logical that Patrice should be doing this with some direction. So we've got a UCM heavy armour suit being worked on here. I mean, this is still at the concept stage. We've got a big Scourge Gribbly monster flying. This is technically not infantry because this won't be able to go in buildings, it'd be far too big. Yeah. So this is a battlefield unit really, but it's a living thing rather than a mechanical thing. Well, it's got lots of armour plates and things. Again, still very much concept stage. We've got a close combat variant of the destroyers up here. Again, that one's more complete. People have seen that because that's in the back of the book, but that's the colour version.
They are very mean looking.
Yeah, I mean, again, Patrice is fantastic at these kind of gribbly biologics. That's one of his biggest strengths, so we want to use that. Going along the wall here, we've got some more stuff. We have our new blister pack artwork, which we're working on. So our new blisters will have coloured artwork for every individual unit and pop out stat cards. So as part of the back you'll be able to take a stat card out, and that stat card will obviously be for that unit for quick reference and things like that. And so that's that here. They'll be out quite soon. We're sort of officially quietly announcing them here, but you'll see more about that in the next couple of weeks. Then along here, we've got some of this was previewed already in the advent calendar, so people have seen these already, but not in high res, proper printed versions. Very different from seeing a print to seeing a little web res preview. It's quite a big thing. These are for future publication we're working on. Can't talk about that too much, but there will be more books this year coming out, and some of these are for that. And there's also some line art here as well, because we're making the original infantry sculpts, because I'm not a very good artist in terms of flat work. I can't draw. I can draw, but my drawing's not presentable. It's fine for my purposes, but Patrice is really officially finalising, what a PHR armour suit looks like in terms of like little details and nuances that you just don't get in a 10mm scale sculpt, because you just can't get that level of detail. So he's been working on all of that. With, say, you've got the Immortal suit here, you've got the Shaltari war suits, a Scourge uniform, UCM Legionnaires uniform. He's been working on this with all of the original infantry codes to bring a lot more officialdom to them, I suppose is the best way of putting it. And again, we've got some more down the end here. We've got some concept art for a new spaceship game that we're working on.
Oh yes.
So there's quite a lot of these are spaceship interior shots, because as we work on the book for that game, Patrice is doing a lot of the character work, and in a spaceship game that obviously means interiors. So we've got a UCM command bridge, or an area of CIC up here for one of their strike carriers. We've got some corridor art with some enlisted personnel and an officer there. This is a raid on a abandoned space station that got destroyed during the Scourge invasion 200 years ago. So there's some gribbly skeletons and dust and stuff that's built up over the couple of hundred years. It's been abandoned, and the UCM strike team's raiding on board there. This will all be some flavour artwork for spaceship games. Are harder obviously to get a human angle for, and that all has to come from art. So we're looking at art very heavily for that game. Here, this one was previewed online, but online you can't really see that there's a person down there for scale.
Try and zoom in.
At like web resolution, he was only like a couple of pixels, but you can see the scale there of that shot, which gives you an idea of the scale of the spaceship game. Really. So yeah, I mean, also this year we'll be running another one of these tournaments, Invasion. That'll be in the autumn. kind of time. We're looking on improving the scenery each time, so we've got some much improved scenery for this one, and we'll do more work for the next. Expect to see Avenger, our big strike carrier model, the 3-metre long giant spaceship. That will be finished for.
I hope that would be here this today, but
it's the effort to move it is incredible.
I can imagine.
It breaks down into a lot of pieces, and we've got a lot of things to show off anyway, and it's also still not quite finished, and the next time we show it off in the UK will be at Salute, and then it will be finished and painted. We kind of wanted to keep it back, bring it when it's done. So I imagine it will be here for the autumn one, and it'll also be at UK Games Expo. So if you want to see it completely painted and done, you can go to those shows and see it done. And if we can work out a way of doing it, we're going to ship it to Gen Con as well. So viewers in the US will get a chance to see it there as well.
So the Americans get to see it too. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's heavy. It weighs like, I don't know, it weighs as much as like a person. So shipping it out to America is a pain, but we might, hopefully we can work out a way of getting it through customs and not being bankrupted by the cost of shipping it out there. It's been a lot of work, so I'm looking forward to getting that finished.
Definitely.
I've got to do that in the next month or so. It's busy times.
Grand. Well, thank you, Dave. And Invasion 2015 has been going really well, and I hope it goes well tomorrow as well.
Thank you.